Hello, Sweet Tooth here. Hope your day is going well. Hakuna Matata. Welcome back. Let's play some more Eternal Darkness. The Lurking Horror.
I will not argue that I was shocked by the sudden mention of one of my ancestors, the distinguished Dr. Maximilian Roivas. It chilled me to my bones. Where had this ancient book come from? How had my ancestor stumbled upon it? I feverishly began to read more, eager to learn his story. It seems that Maximilian had inherited his father's mansion, just as I had. Alone since the death of his wife, and since his children had their own adult lives, he explored the house to discover his family roots.
It has been 2 weeks since the death of my father, and it has finally come to me to look over the mansion. Now, I am truly alone, and forced to start a new life here in Rhode Island. I intend to make the mansion mine, and live in it as my forefathers have, to continue the family tradition. The mansion has its secrets, I'm sure, and in my time here, I have to make them mine.
A desk cluttered with notes and writs, mostly business to do with the Roivas estate. A small collection of Maximilian's medical journals, references, and reports. In my opinion, I believe Maximilian to be pivotal in the entire, among all the characters. He's pretty much pivotal. You can actually do autopsies on creatures. Servant is preoccupied with his duties. A state-of-the-art interior outhouse. Polished teak and mahogany finish. It is truly a sight to behold and experience. The door to the servants' quarters is securely locked. Maximilian, however, can't help but feel uneasy. An ominous presence lurks behind that door, making the hairs on his neck stand on end. A stained glass window, resplendent with bright colors and exquisite workmanship. There is something odd about it, perhaps the curious detail of its shape and content. Now, the person that voices Maximilian is probably the most, involved with the character. And you'll notice as he talks. Letter 1. A letter written with some precision and long hand. Dear friend, the antiquity of which you ask is indeed the tome of eternal darkness, or a copy of it, at least. Its secrets are still hidden from me, for I have been unable to read it, as have most scholars who have tried. It will remain within the sanctity of the mansion, for in the wrong hands it would be a powerful weapon. Peruse it if you will, but beware its magic. It is a harsh mistress. Aaron writes. The servant mutters under his breath, not realizing that Max is nearby. He appears to be distressed at his lot in life, working all the time. The mirror's grim reflection returns Max's questioning gaze, his face racked with sleepless nights, and a strange gleam in his eye hint at a growingly odd demeanor. A letter scrawled by a panicked hand with clotted ink. Dear friend, the house has been forsaken by the ancients. I dare not enter it for fear of my mortal soul. I would suggest you leave it also. Bring the book. It is far more potent tool than you have learned, and may well swing the balance in our favor. Nope, not talking. Cold moonlight filters in through grime-stained windows. Even with servants cleaning every day, the house never seems to get very clean, as if the very nature of the house itself is soiled. The illustration features a collection of strange lined artifacts related to each other in a cyclical manner. The wall is decorated with a colored triangular design. Although Max has seen this particular embellishment time and time again, its significance still evades him. An oiled painting of the mansion's foyer hangs on the wall. Max wonders why the artist would paint an inaccurate picture of one end of the room with such detail and clarity that it approaches realism. whilst going about her duties, the servant casually remarks about a strange quality hanging in the air. This odd comment makes Maximilian feel like something is quite amiss. Why would she say that? A cozy fireplace is the focal point of the kitchen, lending a good deal of warmth to the austere room at night. With a kind smile, she asks if Maximilian has an appetite, as she is preparing a hearty meal for the evening. The servant inquires if Maximilian requires anything of service. There is something written beneath the image. When darkness spreads its wings before my master, Zelothath's greatest foe, the path to truth will be opened. This appears to be a wax rubbing of some kind of carved pattern. The central point is an odd lined design, a symbol of something. A curled scroll of page parchment, reveal invisible. Slips out from between the pages. Deftly, Max catches it as it drops towards the floor. A letter scrawled almost indecipherably by a wavering hand. Dear friend, as I suspected, the ruins of Inga, that blasted necropolis, lie deep under the site of the mansion. The accursed servants of Zelothath are so close, I can almost hear their chittering. There is a secret opening in the basement, and from there we can gain access. I urge you to gather some men and seal it, or better still, destroy that damn place. I have stowed something that you will find useful on the upper level. Look to the light and you will find it. I wish that I could be at your side, but my ailment worsens daily, and I know that my time is short. Aaron Rivas.
Enter by Zelothath.
a death wish if I wish to keep going on that.
Enter Hydroceladon.
Let's try that again. Ah! Nah, try to fly in my face. Alright, try that again. What was the lady that attacked me before? There you go.
Enter Hydroceladon.
That's better. At least I'm not like close to death again. That was dumb. Nothing there that appeared. You just went back to cleaning? Servant is clearly flustered. Skittishly he turns about, looking for something that might have brushed past his leg. shrieking and uttering as though some hideous creature is nearby. So if the symbol is green, in order to reveal it, you have to do the spell. That was stronger than that? No, okay, never mind. I think that was a dispel one. No? No? Interesting.
Enter by Silicon.
Max spies an envelope that has fallen behind the pedestal. Fallen, perhaps, or been hidden in there. Despite his excitement at this discovery, Max senses something odd about it. A sense of evil. A paper envelope sealed with a glob of melted wax. An odd rune is pressed into the wax. There appears to be something heavy inside. Inside the envelope is a letter addressed to one of Max's father's aides. And the basement key. The letter, written in a scrawling hand, reads, "Dear friend, as I expected, the beasts are drawing closer to our discovery. They want the book for themselves, it seems, and do not want us to have it in our possession. I have taken steps to ensure that their ilk will not touch the key in this envelope, should you fall prey to their claws. The envelope containing the basement key has been sealed with a corrosive magic. If one not aligned to us tries to handle it, it will be released, inflicting pain, suffering, and grievous blow to their sanity, should they have any left. Be swift with your task, Aaron Rogers."
anti-Celadon.
A rusted pump stands by the well. Its handle appears to be messy. And that spell is actually very important, so I'd probably assign that to Y, because that can really damage others. One thing you can do too is protect. No, it's not. Protect. Do that's invisible. Protect area. Damage field spell. Ah, I got it. There's another one too. Let's see. Project area. That one actually costs a lot. Basically it's kind of like a shockwave of whatever the rune type of deity you have on you. It's kind of like a shockwave that comes out. This is good enough though. Spell 7. At the site. A desolate ruin of a fantastic city. built into a huge, naturally formed cave. Jutting spires and looming buildings poke through the dense fog. Light ebbs through the city, crackling in the wake of the energy spilling from a light source held aloft by unseen forces. A whole city underneath the Roivas mansion. This is the part of the game where it is in your best interest to start understanding every spell. What the enemy is doing and what you're doing.
Enter my archive. Tears.
The accursed beast was dead, but not without its toll on me. That was but one, and there was an entire city of them. I could not hope to fight them all alone. I knew I had to get help. I knew there was a way. I just had to find it. I tried to tell them, but they wouldn't listen to me. Damn their eyes! They didn't believe me. Strange creatures, the world in peril from unseen foes. The darkness. Instead they jeered and threw me into this forsaken place. A place of empty souls and fevered thoughts, reeking of fetter and decay. Thinking me mad with delirium. The fools cast away their hopes of salvation, but locking me in this damned asylum. May the rats eat your eyes! I am now lost to your cause! The darkness comes! It will damn us all!
That was Maximilian Roivas. Maybe this is not it. No, I know what it is. Using a reveal invisible spell has made the keyhole appear. The dresser still appears to be locked, however. Inside is a chrome finish revolver and a tattered page from the Tome of Eternal Darkness. A journey into darkness.
Your guardians have located the heart of Mantarok.
Yes, located within its grave. As we suspected.
It shall be retrieved at once.
Be wary. The power of Mantarok lingers still, corroding the universe around its tomb. It will doubtlessly be guarded after these 7 centuries. The beast has not been contained.
I can assure you that my binding of Mantarok, fueled by your very own power, will be enough.
It is not your sorcery that we doubt, Augustus, but the power of the dead god. How can you, a mere mortal, comprehend what that entity represents, or what power it can wield?
We know not.
And we know more than thou.
Your future depends on me, Majesty. Without me to open the gates...
Yes, yes. Be quick, lest our power and our faith in you wanes to oblivion. It will never happen. I have seen differently.
The ancients' influence was incredible. From all walks of life to all parts of the world, their tendrils crept and wrought their insidious damage. Their prisons decayed constantly as their guardians' work continued. I discovered mention of a breakthrough in satellite radar imaging that revealed the presence of a hitherto unknown temple mound in the Angkor Thom region of Cambodia. An archaeologist of some repute, Dr. Edwin Lindsay, took it upon himself to investigate the area, to reveal the secrets of history. Unfortunately, the local government at the time thought differently, requiring that Lindsay find other means into the country and to finance the expedition. He found these in Paul Augustine, a collector of rare items who professed an interest in the discovery and agreed to help. After a dysentery-riddled 2-week venture, Lindsay and Augustine located the remains of an ancient city temple dating back to the 12th century.
Yes, this is it. It has to be. I hadn't expected the information to pan out, but here it is. The satellite data was correct.
For years, I have searched for it without success. Here, all along, clouded from us beneath the great ancient's insidious magic. I am very pleased with your performance, Dr. Lindsay. Very pleased. In fact, so pleased that I will give you an early bonus.
My God!
You are a scholar, Dr. Lindsay, not a warrior. In that regard, I have several centuries more experience than you. Don't be a fool. Die quietly, and you will not suffer. You cannot escape me, Lindsay. This place will be your tomb, just as it is Mantarok's. Guardians of Zelikoth, kill him!
Well, now I gotta remember how to fight this thing. Yeah, I gotta remember how to fight that thing, because that is the most dangerous enemy. It didn't seem like much, but it can get pretty bad. It constantly takes down your sanity. And if it attacks you, it summons another creature immediately. So don't let it hit you with its stinger attack. It can cause problems the longer that it's alive. A thick layer of dust obscures the tiles of the floor. So now we're playing like an Indiana Jones scholar guy. So he has an archaeologist's brush. Your bronze bracelet. A statue of the sated goddess, where her neck and wrists should bear jewelry. There are merely worn grooves and flecks of bronze dust. Had they been stolen by grave robbers? Carving represents the growth of the human race, its rise to intelligence, and the development of society. It foreshadows the decline of humanity. This is humanity's dusk. See how the description is different with this character as opposed to the first one? Or the second one that we played? The girl? This particular depiction represents the birth of the human race within the universe. This is humanity's dawn. A stone statue of a Naga, a snake-headed demon, stands guard in the corner of the room. A raised platform stands before it with a bracelet on it. Silver bracelet, not a bronze. This design depicts humanity's fall into decadence, corruption, and ultimately oblivion. This is humanity's night, our time. Watch out, 1 second. Let's see. I think you have if you have the torch, you can see it more clearly. Hiding in the shadows, a statue watches over the room. A brief inspection reveals flecks of silver metal marring the statue's wrist and neck, possibly indicating that a decoration used to be there. Hey! Alright, dispel... Wait a second. picky. Statue of an unknown goddess, seated in a classical pose. She appears to be carrying something valuable. There's a panel that sets slightly into the wall, and it looks like it can be depressed. He can actually use the guns. Like, it made him pretty strong, so... Or have a lot of items. So if you want to, you can do that. I usually... Well, I don't use, like, the guns and ammo. Ow. There's a small basin or font. Oh, also those dispels, and it shows like that wall. It's actually an additional thing that you can do. It's actually very important, and you probably should do it. I'll show why in a little bit. There's a small basin or font situated beneath the statue. Beside that, an orb-shaped button sits on a panel of stone. Should Lindsay push the button? This water smells like strong acid, perhaps strong enough to dissolve metal or flesh, if Lindsay isn't careful. The water smells like a strong acid, perhaps strong enough to... There appears to be a hole in the wall. It is large enough for a small dog to pass through. And all you gotta do is find that small dog. I'm joking. Yeah, I thought you had to be like... I thought you had to put something down onto that, but I was wrong. You just gotta be quick. I gotta work my way back to the statue. That's the problem with this part. It's like, it's a lot of danger. It's a lot of danger from the traps. That's the hard part about this thing. It's a lot of traps. Get rid of the poison and then go back into it. Wait, this one not really perfect? I was wrong. Okay.
Remember me, Alex.
How can I forget you, Grandpa? You've always meant the most to me. Ever since my parents died.
Yes. Ever since they were killed, you've been my little girl. Yes. My little girl.
This isn't really happening.
What? I probably should have just done the shotgun. The eroded mural depict the arrival of a strange godlike entity before an ancient human tribe. Lindsay cannot recognize the god in the mural. He is mystified. Mural depicts the ancient Khmer people coexisting with some kind of fertility god. They offer sacrifice to the beast and in return are showered benevolence, good crops and hunting. Now remember, this is where Elle fell down. Damaged engraving on the wall depicts a skeletal demon befriending the ancient Khmer people. To Lindsay's eyes, the demon looks exactly like Paul Ackerstein's undisguised self. And this is what Ellie saw. Alright, so the rune that you pick up, and I highly request this is very optional, but you need to go back now. You need to backtrack to that wall that you took the shield off of, and I highly recommend that you do it. Summon creature. Spell 6. Actually what it does is it allows you to summon a trapper, a zombie, or a hunter, depending on the strength of your spell. So I'm gonna summon a trapper in order to get through that hole. A lot of traps down here. Heading back up to the previous floor. Alright, here we go. Recast that. Secreted inside the alcove, a ruin awaits, its energy silently corroding the air about it. Now check this out. What is that? It's Mantarok's run. What does that do? Well, let's check this out. Recover, chant item. actually heals all three: health, sanity, and magic. Manta Rock. And you gotta think, the other DTs are usually like quick to try to get rid of Manta Rock. Because he's pretty powerful. So it's probably a bad idea that now the person that they're fighting, and that has the Tome of Eternal Darkness, now has Manta Rock's abilities. I saw something. Let's see. I usually... I didn't really mean to cast that, but whatever. Usually just put that on the right side. As its own thing. Because each one of the spells uses up a certain amount of magic, and Manta Rock's going to use up the most magic. Do the shotgun. Oh, we're not there yet. Thought we were. Never mind. Lindsay finds the mural frighteningly familiar. It is a scene he saw in the Tome of Eternal Darkness. The fertility god must be Mantarok, and the symbol must be his tomb. I thought I remember like a regenerate spell.
Power of Mantarok is not easily controlled.
What makes you think I want to control it?
Arrogant man. Kill him! Make sure you succeed this time. The darkness shall prevail.
The corpse god, Mantarok, defies all human description. Massive, amorphous, perhaps, but these words only capture the gross nature of the beast, not the specifics. Its form, seemingly without design or true function, stirs as Lindsay nears, awakened by his presence. With every breath the creature's many mouths sigh and cough, sputtering in its torturous death throes.
touch the heart, flesh and bone, lest you become like me, a dead-bodied husk. I have waited many centuries for you. It was not easy hiding from the Dark Ones as they searched for me. At first they passed by, not thinking that the heart was inside my dead body. But I was forced to find refuge here. You must seal the heart so it never contacts your flesh, and take it to the gathering of light. Take the heart there, or the world shall fall under a reign of eternal darkness. The veil of reality can only be pulled back so far, mortal. Take your stand and fight the darkness.
Alex discovers a pulp novel written by one Dr. Edwin Lindsay among the books on a shelf. This is where the Tome of Eternal Darkness indicated that something valuable was hidden behind this book. With the book removed, a secret cache is revealed. Inside is the heart of Mantarok, encased in glass to protect the world from its corrosive energies. As the magical window fades away, the piece of parchment that the maiden was holding is left behind, floating in midair. It appears to be a chapter page. Heresy.
I am not your food today. I am your master. Your task is to guard the artifact before you. Let no one touch it.
Alright, that's going to do it for this video. I want to thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment. Hope you have yourself a good day. And this is Sweet Tooth signing off. Love you.